So let's try this example. 4. Writing an equation of a translated parabola. Write an equation of the parabola shown. So because we know that it's open to the right, we know that we're going to use x equals 1 over 4 times p times y minus k squared plus h. Looking at this parabola, we know we have some information here. Our vertex is located at 6, 2, and our focus is at 10, 2. So vertex is 6, 2. Focus is at 10, 2. Now remember that our focus, or our vertex, represents h and k. H and k. So we know this is k. And if we go back to the other information we had before, in looking at our focus, we know that h plus p is that value here, and then the k value. So let's put that along with our focus, h plus p, and then k. So in order to figure out what p is, we're just going to write an equation. H plus p equals 10. We already know what h is. H is 6. H is 6. So therefore we write 6 plus p equals 10. Then we solve for p, so subtract 6. We get p equals 4. So we know that p equals 4. We know that h equals 6, and we know that k equals 2, so we can just substitute it into the equation. So x equals 1 over 4 times 4, the p, times y minus k, so y minus 2 squared, plus 6. So this is x equals 1 over 16 times y minus 2 squared plus 6. Now just to note, I know that we use the formula h plus p equals 10 to solve. Another way to figure out p is just to count from the vertex to the focus, from here to here. So we know that this is 2, 4. So just by looking at the information at the graph, we know that p is 4. You could also figure it out from the formula, but you can also just count. So try out the example. Here, write an equation of the parabola with vertex -1, 4 and focus -1, 2. My hint is to graph it first, and that way you can figure out whether the parabola opens up, down, left, or right, and you know which equation to use. And then after you finish that, try this equation too. Again, try graphing it to see if you can figure out which way the parabola opens.